have been building your brand Fixderma for the past 15 years. Earlier, the cosmetics industry, it was not really large in India. Now it has started to boom in the past couple of years. So what kept you keep going for the past 15 years, and now you have become such a successful entrepreneur?
So we started Fixderma in 2010. It was 15 years definitely. I think the market dynamics have really changed from then and now. The market has grown, it's expanding a lot. So it has helped us in both ways. Not help us in one way and not good for us in one way. The competition has grown so much. I mean, you all know how chaotic and cluttered the skincare market is right now. But of course, the market has also grown from then and now. When we started, sunscreen was like, was prescribed by dermats, and people used to use it only for some time and then just keep it on the shelf. They were not using it. But right now, the awareness is on a different level, and I see Indian market to grow much more than what it is right now. So because I have been exposed to skincare market of Southeast Asia, I've seen that. So we have just started our journey. We have to go a long way. Boys have not even started skincare yet, right? Some of them, a very minuscule percentage has done that. So I started my journey by selling through dermatologists because of course online was not there. So I won't lie that had online been there, we would have started of course through online channel because it's the easiest way to start. But since that channel was not there, we had to start this way. We chose this. So reaching out to each and every dermatologist of India, knocking each and every door, then they prescribe your product and then it's made available in the nearby pharmacy or in their pharmacy. So that journey was long. I remember one journalist also asked me in Bombay that why were you lying low? You people don't know Fixderma. So I said it was not required because of our mode of selling was very different. So we jumped online bandwagon in 2019 and 20 because we thought we were going to miss the boat. मुझे तो ज़्यादा ही टेंशन था. मुझे लग रहा था कि maybe they'll not let you speak or bully you. Of course, because it's an open forum. So if you are asking me questions, I don't let Pratham speak at all. I just go on and on. So I was a little worried about that. कि अगर ये बोलने नहीं देंगे तो क्या होगा? How? And I have so many people working for me in my company और सबको था मैम आ रही हैं तो देखेंगे और मैम ने कुछ बोला ही नहीं तो मुझे तो उसका ज़्यादा टेंशन था. But fortunately they were very nice, very friendly, and yeah, so it was a very good and very interesting experience.
No, मेरे को तो काफी बुली किया Amar and Anupam were on top of me and trying to make sure that make my life as difficult as possible. But also I think they were trying to make me comfortable. क्या चल रहा है? तो फिर मैंने भी उनके लिए थोड़ी सी जितनी हो सकती थी respectfully. But I think Shark Tank is the best edtech company in the country today.
Okay.
Does that make sense? You know what I said, right? You have so many edtech companies, I will not name them, but I think the impact that Shark Tank has had on the conversation that we're having at home. घर में सब बात कर रहे हैं, हम लोग सब entrepreneurship के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, सब समझते हैं ये क्या है, ये वो, right? I think Shark Tank has done more for education than many universities have, right? And that's why I am so excited to be part of that. I think Shark Tank, if it was a university, think about it for a second, कितनी university होती है? वो रैंक वाली university होती है आजकल. At least entrepreneurship and business में, not engineering में IIT होता. And I feel India can have one Shark Tank in every state. There should be a Marathi Shark Tank and a Punjabi Shark Tank and a Himachali Shark Tank. मतलब इतनी बड़ी उसकी power है. So for me, it was of course a huge opportunity and a great platform.
Okay. No, I totally agree with Pratham. In fact, I was just talking also that earlier people used to think that startup or entrepreneurship, they are such big words, fancy words, and only a kid from IIT, IIM, or you have to be from Bangalore, Mumbai, Hyderabad, or Delhi to do something in life. नहीं तो तुम कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते. But I think Shark Tank India has proven that wrong. That no matter what, where are you from, of course, पढ़ाई is very important. But नहीं किया है तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं कि कुछ भी नहीं कर पाओगे. So that's, they have changed and all these words. I know earlier people used to think, I'm just talking about 15 years back, people didn't understand business at all. I mean, really, Indians, so many people had no clue. No, I'll not say Indian, it's general public. उनको लगता है कोई चीज़ आपने बनाई, मैंने ये बोला भी था आपने अगर बनाई 10 रुपए में और 100 रुपए में बेची तो 900 रुपए आप घर ले गए, नहीं सॉरी मतलब 90 रुपए आप घर ले गए, अरे बीच में पूरी सप्लाई चेन होती है. People had very less clue about it. In fact, this time in Shark Tank India, I also requested that let's talk more about offline market, the complete chain of stockist, super stockist, retailer, इनके क्या commissions होते हैं, because right now we are talking so much about D2C, contribution margin all the time, CM1 CM2 पे बात करते हैं. Let's talk more about the retail channel. आप दिल्ली बेस्ड कंपनी हो, जम्मू बेस्ड कंपनी हो, बेचना आपको ट्रिवांड्रम में है, सेम एमआरपी है, एमआरपी तो आपका सेम है ना अक्रॉस इंडिया, तो उसको कैसे आपको अपने प्राइस को सेट करना, आई थिंक वी शुड टॉक मोर अबाउट इट. सो दे आल्सो अग्रीड कि अब इस बार अगली बार थोड़ा ऑफलाइन के बारे में भी बात करेंगे.
Okay, that's really nice. Now, I was just wondering, like many Shark Tank pitches would have happened by now. So, what is that one buzzword that startups keep on using that you're so sort of fed up of and you don't want startups to use in a pitch anymore?
I think I'm not fed up of it. I think it is good that everybody is speaking about it. Everybody is speaking about content. सबको content first brand बनना है. सबको अपना YouTube चैनल, Instagram चैनल, founder चैनल सबको बनाने का है. And they want to use that as the basis of distribution. They don't want to depend on Amazon.com or Blinkit, or they don't want to depend on stockists, super stockists, retailer. They want to very quickly distribution हो. तो सबने अपने खुद के चैनल्स बना रखे हैं जिसको वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं. And I think every second brand, if not every brand, is now a content first brand, and I am not at all fed up of it. I think that gives the brand a lot of power and leverage to do more with less.
Right.
So every brand is a content brand, not fed up, should do more. All of you, if you're thinking about building startups, how many of you think that you will build something in the future? Right?
All of them.
All of you, perfect. So make sure that you build your content even before you start building your company. Right? Most important thing.
So, like many Shark Tank pitches would have happened by now.
Man's
Like,
answer.
yeah.
Man's answer.
No, this was a good enough answer. Only what I feel कि patience is required. Generally, when I meet majority of startups, be it on Shark Tank or like in person also, they are in a बहुत जल्दी है उनको. So I think वो patience चाहिए. I always believe that there's a compounding effect जिसकी हम लोग बार बार बात करते हैं, that actually makes lot of sense. You have to keep doing it, keep repeating it. So it won't happen overnight. तो जो जल्दी है ना, which I don't like. I mean, just be patient. So अगर कुछ बनाया है उसको time दो. Let's reach out to the people and be patient. Let them decide. So they are in really hurry all the time, which I think is not a very good idea.
I mean, in fact, outside I met somebody. They said, "Sir, 2 साल में 100 करोड़ का ब्रांड बन जाएगा." Right? वो बन भी जाए तो नहीं बनाना वैसे. जितना जल्दी वो ऊपर जाएगा, उससे ज़्यादा जल्दी वो नीचे आएगा. Right? तो आराम से 5, 10, 15, 20 साल लगा के कंपनी बनाया जाए. ये 2 साल में फ्लिप करने वाला जो है कहानी ये नहीं चलता है. Right? वो हम टीवी पे देखते हैं कभी-कभी. बट उतने तक ही है, वो टीवी तक ही है, वो रियलिटी नहीं है बिल्कुल भी. So you need to have a lot of patience to build a lot of बहुत हो गए आगे कोई करता है. ये ध्यान रखना 2 साल में 100 करोड़ का बन भी सकता है तो नहीं बनाना है.
नहीं, जस्ट लाइक लॉटरी ना, किसी की लग गई तो आप उसका एक एग्जाम्पल लेके सबको तो नहीं कर सकते ना कि वन कंपनी हैज मेड इट सो व्हाई शुडंट आई. बट दैट्स नॉट अ राइट एग्जाम्पल. इट्स जस्ट लाइक बाइंग अ लॉटरी टिकट, निकलेगी कि नहीं निकलेगी. So I think you can build a business, but do it slowly in the right way, and you will eventually get it.
So, what is that one common thing in Indian founders that you have witnessed so far? And it is something nice or something bad. Your opinions on something that is common with all of the Indian founders, be it inside Shark Tank, be it outside.
I think Indian founders are too nice. Too nice. I'll tell you what I mean. कि जब हमें कोई फीडबैक देता है ना, मान लो आप कुछ बना रहे हो एंड मैंने आपको कुछ फीडबैक दिया, इसको नहीं ऐसे कर सकते, तो आप नाइसली सुनोगे मेरी बात, राइट? इफ आई एम कमिंग फ्रॉम अ पोजीशन ऑफ अथॉरिटी फिर तो आप डेफिनेटली सुनोगे. मुझे लगता है इंडियन फाउंडर्स नीड टू बी अ लिटिल बिट मोर अनअपोलोजेटिक. ये वर्ड होता है, ये थोड़ा बोल्ड होना चाहिए यार कि जो व्हाट आई थिंक इसमें कुछ कन्विक्शन होनी चाहिए, राइट? कि यार नहीं ये ऐसे ही चलेगा, राइट? वो थोड़ी कन्विक्शन होनी चाहिए. कोई फीडबैक दे रहा है सुनो उसकी, बट करो मन की वाला जो चीज है ना वो थोड़ा और होना चाहिए. वी आर टू नाइस. अच्छा सर ऐसे करना चाहिए, अच्छा ऐसे कर लो. अच्छा शार्क टैंक ऐसे सुना, नहीं ऐसे कर लो. अच्छा प्रथम ने बोला कंटेंट बस बनाना है तो वैसे बना लो. अच्छा ये तो नाम ने बोला था ये 15 से लगा के. तो हम लोग ना मतलब घूमते रहते हैं एडवाइस में. मम्मी ने कुछ बोला, टीचर ने कुछ बोला, भाई ने कुछ बोला, इस कॉलेज में जाने का, हम घूम जाते हैं एडवाइस में. आई थिंक एज फाउंडर्स वी नीड टू हैव कन्विक्शन इन आवर थॉट्स कि जो हम सोचते हैं उसको स्ट्रांगली सोचो, अपनी ओपिनियंस को होल्ड करो, अपने को मतलब यहाँ का वहाँ नहीं होना.
Anything for you, ma'am?
I have a very different set of advice right now. Thoda regional, I think people should start thinking, because even region wise, if you are building something, you can build it big, because we are a huge population. If you are planning to solve a problem of Delhi NCR, you are I think sitting on a population of 3+ crores, right? And with a very good purchasing power, तो यहीं पे भी कुछ बना सकते हो. हर चीज़ को स्केल करके नेशनल लेवल पे पूरे पॉपुलेशन को सॉल्व करने के बजाय, आई थिंक इफ यू थिंक अबाउट रीजनल स्पेसिफिक वर्क, that can also do wonders, because just look at our size of population and right now the disposable income people have. So, and why to think always about going all over? You can make money through a regional area also, or niche area, or some specific product, which I think slowly is coming in, and eventually I think people will start understanding that, because everyone is thinking in that big way and there's too much of confusion. There have been too many products right now.
I think this is some great advice for India, as diversity is there and some niche can be created for each of the regions.
Yeah, try to go deeper into it.
Right.
And that in your area, build it there, and then you can maybe expand. अगर आप पंजाब एग्जाम्पल पकड़ लो एज अ स्टेट, यूपी पकड़ लो, या दिल्ली एनसीआर, तुम थोड़ा हरियाणा उठा लो, आप थोड़ा राजस्थान ले लो, आई थिंक यू कैन डू अ वेरी गुड बिजनेस, और वो आपकी कंट्रोल में भी होएगा. दिस इज कमिंग फ्रॉम माय ओन एक्सपीरियंस.
Because हमने पंजाब की बात करी, there is a कड़ा brand. कड़ा समझते हो? पंजाबी लोग कड़ा करते हो, correct? There is a कड़ा brand called पंथी.
Okay.
पंथ, खालसा पंथ से पंथी.
Okay.
Guess what is the revenue of that brand? It's a very old brand. 15-20 साल पुराना होगा. Just guess. They only sell different sizes of. इतना नहीं. But 10 लोगों की कंपनी है, एक फाउंडर नीचे 9 लोग काम करते हैं. नन ऑफ देम गॉन टू स्कूल, नन ऑफ देम गॉन टू कॉलेज. ठीक है? वो 90 करोड़ में लास्ट ईयर किए. And they sell not in India. Guess where they sell?
Maybe Canada.
Anything can come from anywhere.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
It's a great advice. Even NCR is also very large.
Very large. Very large.
NCR is as large as European countries.
नहीं मुझे, because see I didn't give you advice just like that, मैं अपनी गलतियों से I am just telling you, because when I started business, तो सब कुछ ट्राई करने की आप कोशिश करते हो. जब you जैसे building business is very this thing to swimming. अगर ठीक से स्विमिंग नहीं आती तो आप इतने हाथ पैर मारते हो कि डूबने के चांसेस ज़्यादा होते हैं. तो एग्जैक्टली वैसा ही होता है. तो आप एक्सपैंड करते हो, नए प्रोडक्ट्स लेकर आते हो, नई मार्केट लेके आते हो, टीम एक्सपैंड, मतलब यू ट्राइंग एवरीथिंग. बट मुझे लगता है कि अगर मैंने उस टाइम पे जब स्टार्ट किया था, किसी ने एडवाइस दी होती, अरे यार जहाँ बैठे हो वही गोल्ड माइन है. इफ यू आर गुड़गांव दिल्ली बेस्ड कंपनी, यू आर ऑलरेडी सिटिंग ऑन अ गोल्ड माइन. इतनी अच्छी परचेजिंग पावर है, अवेयरनेस बहुत है, ज़्यादा मेहनत नहीं करनी पड़ेगी. अगर टियर 2 टियर 3 सिटी से स्टार्ट करोगे, वहाँ पे अवेयरनेस पहले क्रिएट करनी पड़ती है, which is again a problem. You have to create a market. You are not Unilever and P&G that you can create a market. You can follow them.
Right.
So that's also like you are sitting here, you can just focus on the place itself. You can do wonders.
So for startups, their founders are really focusing on their personal PR along with their brand. Like, how do you think it impacts their journey? For you as an investor, how do you think it would impact their journey? How does it do right now? What has been your experience?
So I think, as I was saying, people love to buy from other people and not from brands. आप समझ रहे हो मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ? Like Aman from Boat. When we go to purchase Boat के headphones, we are not purchasing them from Boat. We are kind of not purchasing them from Aman because he stands for the brand. At least till now. I don't know future में क्या होगा. तो छोड़ दिया शायद उन्होंने. But that is how people's purchasing decisions are made today through the personality of the seller. Right? And एक brand की personality बनाना मुश्किल है, पर एक बंदे की personality बनाना obvious है, easy है. Right? So I think more and more brands should be founder driven. And if you can create that founder persona even before the brand is out, it will give you good distribution. आपको ad नहीं चलानी पड़ेगी, आपके खुद की distribution के through आप products ला सकते हो. And we are seeing this a lot more now. जितने influencers हैं इंडिया के, अब उन्होंने realize कर लिया कि बॉस YouTube से तो पैसा नहीं कमाए जाएंगे. So now they're all coming up with their own products and they're selling their products, right? और उसमें उनको एक organic distribution मिल रही है. इसी कारण उनको Google और Facebook पे पैसा खर्च करने की जरूरत नहीं है. So without raising any money, without spending any money on ads, they're able to get their first 1,000 to 2,000 customers just on their own distribution. So that is a very good cheat code to start your company. The founder can have a strong brand.
I don't agree with this, Vasu.
Very good.
I don't agree with this. आप एक फाउंडर लेड ब्रांड एक लेवल तक कर सकते हो. हर जगह आप हो, you know, you are doing making the reels, you are like a joker, you know, dancing around, doing everything. I don't think एक लेवल के बाद आप ये कर सकते हो. And there are thousands of companies in India जिनके ओनर्स को आप जानते भी नहीं हो, आप उनकी फैमिली को भी नहीं जानते हो. And they are like, you know, so big कि हम जितने शार्क्स हैं हम सबको जेब में डाल सकते हैं. They are very big. Sun Pharma. You know, they are like 45,000, 55,000 crore company. Glenmark, so many pharmas, because since I am from that category, so I know these companies. And we are the pharmaceutical bowl of the world, India. People don't know about it. We supply pharmaceutical to the whole world, right? So finished product.
Right.
We have the highest number of US FDA factories in the world. तो ये सब बातें तो इन्फ्लुएंसर को जब कितनी अकल है बताएगा.
Right.
तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि आप एक फाउंडर लेड ब्रांड को बहुत बड़ा ले जा सकते हो. इट्स अ वेरी गुड वे टू स्टार्ट अ बिजनेस, बट आफ्टर अ लेवल आई डोंट थिंक यू कैन बी एवरीवेयर एंड एनीवेयर. एंड आई थिंक नाउ प्लीज इंडियन ब्रांड शुड स्टार्ट थिंकिंग ग्लोबल एंड बिग ऑल्सो. एंड वो तभी होगा व्हेन दे विल हैव कंप्लीट कंट्रोल ऑन द क्वालिटी एंड पैकेजिंग. ग्लोबल मीन्स कि ये नहीं है कि आपने डंप कर दिया किसी कंट्री में, अफ्रीका में. Global means you are going to the right way, registering your products, finding a distributor who is establishing your brand in that particular country. That means going global. So that is coming in and it should come in future. थोड़ा short term thinking मुझे लगता नहीं रखनी चाहिए.
So slow and steady wins the race, basically. So for the founders of IIT Delhi and India, so the world is changing rapidly with respect to AI, with respect to geopolitics. So what is that one thing that you would say that you should keep this thing in mind? This should always be on your mind and do not skip this in the real world.
I think कोई भी business हम शुरू कर रहे हैं, we should know everything about that industry very deeply. अभी जो सबसे बड़ी गलती मुझे लगता है जब हम फाउंडर से मिलते हैं कि उनको अपनी इंडस्ट्री का A to Z नहीं पता होता और फिर भी वो चालू कर देते हैं. एक तो बिफोर यू स्टार्ट बिल्डिंग अ माइक कंपनी और अ स्किन केयर कंपनी और अ क्लोथिंग कंपनी, उस इंडस्ट्री की फुल नॉलेज होनी चाहिए आपको. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, बिफोर आई स्टार्टेड मास्टर्स यूनियन, आई विजिटेड एटलीस्ट 100 कॉलेजेस इन द कंट्री, मे बी मोर, राइट? एज अ स्टूडेंट, एज अ पेरेंट, एज अ एल्डर ब्रदर, as a teacher, I would just enter and see कि अच्छा किस तरीके की कुर्सी लगाई है, किस तरीके का सिस्टम है, किस तरीके का प्रोसेस है, कौन सा सॉफ्टवेयर यूज हो रहा है, यदि प्लाई लगाई है तो मोटी प्लाई लगाई है कि सस्ती प्लाई लगाई, क्या लगाया है, राइट? सो अंडरस्टैंड द इंडस्ट्री इनसाइड आउट. आपके जो टॉप 100 कंपेटिटर्स हैं या उस इंडस्ट्री की और कंपनीज हैं, उनका क्या रेवेन्यू है, क्या मार्जिन प्रोफाइल है, क्या प्रॉफिट प्रोफाइल है, उनकी जो लीडरशिप है वो कहाँ से आती है, उनके क्या सिस्टम्स हैं, एवरीथिंग यू शुड नो. It is very good to make MVPs ऑल ऑफ दैट कि आपको लीन रहना चाहिए, मैं मानता हूँ वो वाली बात, बट वहां से शुरू करने से पहले इंडस्ट्री की पूरी डेप्थ होनी चाहिए आपके पास, ताकि कोई आपसे कोई क्वेश्चन पूछ ले आपके पास फट से जवाब हो। आई थिंक दैट गिव्स द इन्वेस्टर लॉट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस कि इसको सब पता है इंडस्ट्री के बारे में, सारे क्वेश्चन के जवाब सोच रखे हैं, राइट? दैट गिव्स, बिकॉज आपके पास नंबर्स नहीं है, आप ये नहीं बोल सकते मेरे पास 10 करोड़ का रेवेन्यू है, 100 करोड़ का रेवेन्यू है जब हमने शुरू किया, तो कॉन्फिडेंस कैसे आएगा इन्वेस्टर को या कस्टमर को या किसी को भी? वो आपको देख कर आएगा। इनफैक्ट इवन ऑन शार्क टैंक व्हाट आई एम लुकिंग फॉर इज कि क्या इस बंदे को अपनी इंडस्ट्री के बारे में सब पता है, तो मैं उससे इंडस्ट्री के सवाल पूछूंगा, राइट? एंड यदि उसको अपनी इंडस्ट्री के बारे में सब पता है, दैट गिव्स मी अ लॉट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस एंड कंफर्ट ये बनाने का। डज दैट मेक सेंस?
Yeah. No, that I totally agree with Pratham. मुझे लगता है you need to really study your competitors. In fact, I feel little actually वो Shark Tank में I got little irritated also. एक किसी ने pitch किया था, उनके प्रोटीन बार्स और ब्रेड पे लगाने के स्प्रेड्स थे, तो इतने I mean I don't know why everybody is making protein bar. I have no idea. अरे why don't you do a study, competitive study, and see how many brands are there and what is the differentiator? It's so difficult, to सारे पैसे तो Amazon और QuickBooks, Quick Commerce ले जाएगा, और Meta पे ऐड करोगे तो वो ले जाएगा. I mean, what you will be left with? So they don't do all that study. I meet so many startups who have very very basic knowledge. कुछ भी नहीं करते हैं कभी कभी तो, मतलब प्रथम तो said comparative analysis. Sometimes I meet some startups, they have not done anything. They have not been to the manufacturing unit ever. I actually once got little this thing scolded that girl. I said, why didn't you go to the manufacturing unit? I never got time. I was very busy in doing marketing. I said, but you should go what he's doing with your product, because product is the king. Eventually, you have done all the drama on Instagram, but once the product reaches the customer, the product has to speak. And the product is very important, so please visit the manufacturing unit. Who's making your product? So he's absolutely right. You need to deep dive into it, make a proper, Excel sheet. And now AI is there. I mean, you guys are so lucky. So just ask questions, get answers, and make a complete project. अपने लिए बनाओ, किसी के लिए नहीं, अपने लिए बनाओ. And then you think about starting the business. What your colleague think about the business or the boss. क्योंकि जनरली जो ऑफिस का स्टाफ होता है उनको बॉस बहुत बड़ा बेवकूफ़ लगता है, राइट? मैंने तो बेवकूफ़ अच्छा वर्ड यूज़ किया है. यू ऑल नो व्हाट दे थिंक अबाउट द बॉस. तो आपको समझ में आता है वो क्यों ऐसा सोचते हैं. No, each and every small thing, when a boss shows up at 9 a.m. in the morning, when he leaves at 7 p.m. in the night, everything counts. आपको जो एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है ऑफिस का, मुझे तो आई एम वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग बिलीवर कि 2-3 साल 100% काम करो बिफोर यू स्टार्ट. यू विल अंडरस्टैंड द नुआंसेस ऑफ रनिंग अ बिजनेस, व्हिच इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
I disagree with that. I feel work experience is a little overrated. क्योंकि यदि आप किसी एक सर्विसेज जॉब में फंस गए तो आपको बिजनेस कैसे चलता है वो नहीं समझ आएगा. आपको ये समझ आएगा कि वो एक स्पेसिफिक फीचर का क्यूए कैसे करना है बार. So it depends on what kind of job. I think if you can get a job that gives you a full vision of the business, मार्केटिंग से सेल्स से लेकर अकाउंटिंग से लेकर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में क्या हो रहा है वो जरूर करो. पर यदि आपको एक छोटे से ऑफिस में, छोटे से कंप्यूटर में, छोटे से फीचर के ऊपर उसकी मेंटेनेंस से लगा दिया है,
अरे आईआईटी वालों को नहीं मिलेगी जॉब. वो they will go for a better job. उसमें तो they will understand all the business की सारे ट्रिक्स समझ में आ जाएंगे इनको.
But I say one thing, someone asked me outside, अभी आइडिया नहीं है तो क्या बनाने का है, मतलब करना है स्टार्टअप एक ईयर है पर अभी आइडिया नहीं है. तो माय सजेशन इज कि आइडिया कुछ भी पकड़ लो, आइडिया कुछ भी पकड़ लो. One of my students, and this is as a student I'm saying, not as a full-time startup, but as a student though. One of my students, what she did, she built a literal golgappe ka chain. She sells golgappas, but in a subway-like format.
Wow.
Like it's clean and proper, and because golgappe otherwise are always very, unhygienic. So she just built a nice in Gurgaon only. She has 2 stores, and now she's scaling from 2 to 4 to 8 stores. Like one store only costs 6.5, 7 lakh rupees to make. And the return on investment is good in 1 or 2 years it comes. So, what is an idea? It's a very Golgappa chain, most basic idea that's outside your home. But she took that and she's scaling that. It's a great example. The idea matters less. Just whatever idea you comes to your mind, just get started with it. Just start building something. Okay? And you will learn by doing. You learn business by building that business. And when you're doing it full time, etc., then take it more seriously, then do your research. But it's college. First year, second year, third year, pick up a project like this. And tell yourself, this साल के इतना मैंने 10,000 रुपए कमाने हैं या लाख रुपए कमाने हैं. And I promise you, what you will learn in that journey will be more than any MBA, BBA, BTech degree possibly can teach.
No, that I agree, because see, at Masters Union and TETA, you are teaching, your syllabus is very different. But when you are a simple graduate or a postgraduate from normal colleges of India, then I think you need to work, because you can't just jump into business, or you are from a business family, you have seen the whole process in the house. It's different. But when you are just a simple postgraduate or graduate and you jump into, then I think you make many mistakes. So that's then I think idea is that you should go for a job.
So for a final question, the team is telling me to wrap it up. So as a final take-home message for the audience of BCon 2026, what would you like to tell them as a take-home message for the audience?
You go ahead.
मुझे लगता है कि इस कम्युनिटी में जो लोग हैं स्ट्रेस बहुत ले रहे हैं लाइफ का. पहले जेई का स्ट्रेस, फिर जीपीए का स्ट्रेस, फिर प्लेसमेंट का स्ट्रेस, फिर लड़की का स्ट्रेस, लड़के का स्ट्रेस, शादी का स्ट्रेस, बच्चे का स्ट्रेस. मतलब वो जो इस स्ट्रेस लूप है ना, ये मुझे लगता है कि आपको फ्रीडम से सोचने का बिल्कुल भी वक्त नहीं देता. And when you be older, you will look back at खाली पास का स्ट्रेस चल रहा था. जीपीए घंटा नहीं फर्क पड़ता. प्लेसमेंट घंटा नहीं फर्क पड़ती. Right? Any girlfriend घंटा नहीं फर्क पड़ता. All of that is true. So just don't take too much stress या चलिए छलांग मारने के लिए. मतलब that is happening so often now. दिल्ली के सबसे प्रीमियम स्कूल्स, आईबी स्कूल्स, 10-10 लाख रुपए की फीस है जिनकी, वहाँ पे हम महीने में एक छलांग हो रही है. And that to me is like हो क्या रहा है. Right? So kindly don't take stress. ये सब हो जाएगा. कोई टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. Everything will happen sequentially. Everything will happen smoothly. आज स्ट्रेस हो गए और खराब ही होगा. Right? Easier said than done. जिसे लेना है उसने फिर भी लेना ही है. I know. But remember that someone said कि stress लेने का पता है.
बट मुझे नहीं लगता देयर इज अ वे आउट. स्ट्रेस तो है ही है, काम करोगे तो स्ट्रेस है ही है. तो आई ऑलवेज गिव दैट एग्जाम्पल. यू नो, एक हरियाणा में कहावत है कि अगर स्वर्ग जाना है तो मरना पड़ेगा. तो डिसीजन तो आपका है, अगर जाना है. नहीं तो कोई जो मरेगा वो चला जाएगा, तुम्हें तो मरना ही पड़ेगा. तो इट्स अ लूप, देयर इज नो वे आउट ऑफ इट. उसको हम लोग कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं थोड़ा बहुत, but it's part of life. But what my take is that please patience rakho. Whatever you are planning to do, just keep building it and be patient. You can't, build it overnight. It takes time. So take baby steps and build it.
सुबह 10 मिनट मेडिटेशन करो, एक्चुअली बहुत हेल्पफुल है. Honestly, I've learned this.
और सबको अपनी पहली गर्लफ्रेंड याद रहती है. ऐसे I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much.